Another thing I would say, Lester, is, as we try to figure out, well, it looks now like the Capitol, the police.
Yeah, Pete, let me break away from you a second, because things are happening very quickly.
The government did this to us. We were normal, good, law-abiding citizens.
They no longer have been able to keep them back.
Right here, we're going to walk down to the Capitol.
Down the mall, President Trump airing his grievances in front of his supporters at a rally nearby, and he was warning vengeance for Republicans who did not take his side in objecting to these results. On Capitol Hill, a joint session of Congress has broken into House and Senate chambers as they debate objections that arose from GOP lawmakers over the electoral results from Arizona. There's some protests happening down outside the Capitol. They appear to be Trump supporters who are frustrated with the outcome and are trying to breach some of that those security perimeters around the Capitol.
USA! USA!
We have visual evidence that some protesters have made it inside the Capitol building, around the security, and are gathering around the area where the Senate was in session.
We were just told that there has been tear gas in the rotunda.
Members of the legislature were informed that they should don their gas masks.
Gas masks that are under our seats.
Senators have been evacuated.
There are gunshots inside the Capitol.
I think it's the most shocking failure of security imaginable to place the Congress of the United States at physical risk in an occupied congressional chamber because they weren't prepared to deal with it.
There is a disturbing image at this moment of Capitol Hill police bringing out a victim who is bloodied from the Capitol.
It's a heartbreaking day, and it needs to stop, and the president needs to be the first to help make it stop.
What the hell was law enforcement on Capitol Hill thinking by not having secured the Capitol today?
From the president, please support our Capitol Police and law enforcement. They are truly on the side of our country. Stay peaceful.
First of all, are you and your colleagues safe right now?
Yeah, everybody's safe. I don't want to give my location, but I'll tell you this is madness, and anybody that calls themselves a Republican like myself should be very ashamed right now.
Right over here, you can actually see right here, this is a caravan of vehicles from the Metropolitan Police Department. So this is not Capitol Police, this is not National Guard, this is District of Columbia Police. They came in their riot gear and entered the Capitol. We have seen others from the National Guard and other law enforcement agencies. And then in just the last few minutes, we also have seen some snipers.
We are hours into a siege on the Capitol building of the United States of America, and we have not seen the President of the United States.
Look, I can think of no greater failure by a commander-in-chief than to allow this kind of disturbance to continue and not stop it.
The Capitol building. They are marching through now.
An improvised explosive device has been found at the Capitol. It did not detonate. The federal agents have it, and it has not harmed anyone. An explosive device has been located at the headquarters of the Republican National Committee. That explosive device was real, was detonated by a bomb squad, and harmed no one.
This has really been pouring gasoline on a fire, and we need to push back on this, not only on the rhetoric, but also on those extremist groups. that are capitalizing.
I call on this mob to pull back and allow the work of democracy to go forward. I call on President Trump to go on national television now to fulfill his oath, defend the Constitution, and demand an end to this siege.
What has happened today is unprecedented in American history. And when you have violent mobs storming the floor of the House of Representatives and the floor of the United States Senate, and the president's response is to say that he loves those people. It is absolutely counter to the Constitution and counter to the peaceful transition of power and the values on which this republic was built.
This is much bigger than the individuals, Joe Biden and Donald Trump. It is way bigger than that. This is about democracy and our Constitution versus anarchy. We need to stay in session. We need to fulfill our constitutional duty and finish this process and ensure the 306 electoral votes for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are certified.
The Capitol building has been cleared. Now they're working to clear the Capitol grounds. Associated Press now reporting and NBC News reporting that the police have used tear gas and percussion grenades to begin clearing protesters from the U.S. Capitol.
But at this time, something went wrong. I admit that. If I was up there, I deserve to be fired.
There was a shooting at the Capitol today, and that in fact the shooting victim has died.
I guess you can call it historical. I would call it disgusting, unacceptable, inexcusable.
This man, Trump, is simply unfit to serve as president, to serve as the commander-in-chief.
The account of Donald Trump will be locked for 12 hours following the removal of the tweets that Twitter deemed incite violence. If the tweets are not removed, the account will remain locked.
The United States Senate will not be intimidated. We will not be kept out of this chamber by thugs, mobs, or threats.
The votes for President of the United States are as follows. Joseph R. Biden, Jr. of the state of Delaware has received 306 votes. Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida has received 232 votes.